Hi everybody, welcome to Forex Trading Analysis for Synergy FX. It's 8:03 p.m. on August the 19th, and today we're going to be looking at a few pairs, but first, quick risk disclaimer before we get started. So foreign exchange trading carries a high level of risk. Before you decide to trade foreign exchange, we encourage you to consider your investment objectives, your risk tolerance, and trading experience. It is possible to lose some or all of your initial investment, so don't invest money you can't afford to lose. Seek advice from an independent financial or tax advisor, and all information provided is for educational purposes only and should not be construed as trading advice or counsel. So the first pair I did want to take a look at is first of all the euro. Was a good pair to start off on. Currently we're trading at 1.23271, and we've sort of rotated up from the lows around 1.2017, and we've a little bit higher than that, and we've rotated a little bit further up. 1.2326 has been a level that's been hit a few times in the last few weeks. We've sort of seen a little bit of a consolidation here. Haven't been able to push up too much further towards the 100-day moving average, and we've sort of seen caps to the upside, sort of followed by strong moves to the downside. So currently, right now, it does look like we could see a little bit of a push higher. I do think that we will break these highs at 1.24268. It's the close of that bar. Just based on the fact that the euro is very cheap right now. You know, we've been falling for a little while, since about well, the highs were back in um, June of 2011, and we have seen a pretty strong move to the downside. So euros, like I said, are very cheap right now, and people are looking to sort of buy back into the market. So the further down we go, usually the further we go up. So if we look at the move back to the upside in previous 343 pips, and we haven't really quite reached that. We're at 271. So eventually we did go up to around almost 370 pips around, and that is a little bit bigger than the move before. But usually the moves are a little bit bigger, and they don't really match the moves previous. So that's just a little bit chart setup that I do like to look at from time to time. Not really anything that would really justify a trade, but one thing that I do like to see is that we are trading currently right in between the 100 and 200, which are extremely close to each other. Close of this current bar is going to be very important, as we could see it indicating either a rotation down. We saw a failed break to the downside and a failed break to the upside, and all these failed breaks mean that the next break usually has a little bit more justification to it. If we do start to see a little bit lower here and we do close below the 100 hour, which is printing at 1.2325, then a further rotation to the downside could be in the cards. But right now, I see a lot of indecision. 100 and 200 are sort of sloping around zero, and price is right in the midst of the two. So that means that we have a lot of indecision in the market right now, and we could see a breakout in the next few hours, the next few days. So definitely take a look at the euro, as it is driving some of the other pairs. Another pair including the US dollar Swiss franc, which right now sort of has a very similar setup. We're trading at 0.97438, and very, very close to 100 and 200, which are sloped, have a slope of about zero, sloped horizontally almost. And we could see these moving averages start to converge in one direction. It does look like right now it will be to the upside. The dollar is a pair that does look to be very strong over the next few years. So dollar strength is what I'll be betting on. But we haven't really had too much of a correction in terms of move to the downside. So if we do break this level, the 100 hour right now is at 0.97436. So if we do close above that, then definitely a long trade would be looking good, as you can define your risk with the 100 and 200 hour moving averages, and RSI isn't printing in overbought or oversold. So a really nice trade here for the US dollar Swiss franc that does does match the bias of the upside, which I've had in the dollar for a very long time. So continue with the last pair, euro pound. The reason I wanted to look at it is because we're trading at 0.78583, which is very, very low for this pair. I do believe we could have a little bit of downside pressure left, but another very similar setup. We're trading between the 100 and 200, and looks like they may be converging. We could see a little bit of a consolidation over the next few hours, but definitely in the next few days, I will be looking for a pop, possibly on Wednesday or Thursday. So be on the lookout for that. Just a nice cross pair to keep your eye on. If we do break above the 200, which is printing at 0.78658, or break below the 100, which is 0.78525, then we could see a stronger move in either direction. So keep your eye out on that. And thank you very much for watching. Please follow us during the week at SynergyFX for more updates, and good luck trading.